Whew, is it true after you won Idol, you went back to work?
Yeah, I went to work. I'm a physical education teacher.
There's something deeply grounding about watching someone rise to fame and then choosing to return to the everyday life they came from. That's exactly what happened with Jamal Roberts, the season 23 winner of American Idol. Most would step into spotlight life and never look back, but Jamal, he went right back to school. It's a move that shows just how humble he remains, even after the crown.
Whew, is it true after you won Idol, you went back to work?
Yeah, I went to work. I'm a physical education teacher.
When Jamal walked off that Idol stage as the winner, he joined an exclusive list, the second African-American male to win in the show's history. But what many don't know is that before all the lights and cameras, he was Coach Jamal, a physical education teacher at Crestwood Elementary in Meridian, Mississippi. That part of his life didn't just vanish. They say he actually tried to step back into it. In interviews, Jamal explained he truly intended to return to teaching. He said, "I went home and thought I could do the same thing I was doing before I left."
In the 90s, you had people getting out of the car trying to take pictures and I said, no, I'm at work.
But of course, life had a few surprises waiting for him. Fans and media flocked to the school. Crazed excitement made it tricky to maintain a normal classroom environment. He realized that walking back into that role with cameras following might not work. So, he made a difficult decision. He left the formal position, but he didn't abandon the mission. He still volunteers. He still shows up when he can. Teaching remains in his heart. What's especially striking is how Jamal described his motivation. Not money, not fame, but the kids. Before his Idol journey, he'd already built bonds with students. After the win, when asked whether he went back to work, he said yes, because he loves the kids. He talked about being on bus duty, lining up carpool, calling children's names. Even when fans tried to take photos while he was at school, he responded, "No, I'm at work."
In the 90s, you had people getting out of the car trying to take pictures and I said, no, I'm at work.
His students, they weren't silent observers. They defended him when people came around. "Leave Coach Jamal alone. Let him do what he do," they'd say. It's touching because it shows how deeply he mattered to them. And though he had stepped away from that full role, he didn't shy from sharing the love. He founded a gospel choir for elementary students. He sang with them. He made music part of their world, not just his world on stage.
I do. We sing all the time. I had started a gospel choir, elementary gospel choir, and
This back and forth between fame and grounded life also played out emotionally. Jamal revealed that while he longed to continue teaching after his win, the reality proved more complicated. The attention, the logistics, the pressure, they changed the terrain. But even in quitting for now, he's kept that part of himself alive in volunteer work and small acts. When pressed about whether he ever imagined winning, he recalled the stress. Idol had double recording nights, Sunday and Monday, so things were intense. There were moments he thought he would exit early during Hollywood Week. In fact, Jelly Roll pulled him aside to encourage him to stay calm and trust himself.
I thought I was leaving in Hollywood Week.
You did?
Yeah, and Jelly Roll pulled me to the side like, man.
But in the end, the universe spoke, or rather, America did, and his name was called. He's spoken about trying to reconcile two sides of his life, the everyday guy he always was and the idol the world now sees. He has said that though he had to step back from the formal teaching role, his heart remains in working with youth. He's not done showing up. He knows this new fame brings responsibility, and his work ethic is already tuned to meet it. The humility in his decision is powerful. He could have disappeared into stardom. He could have left behind that classroom forever, but he didn't. Even when returning wasn't sustainable, he kept part of it alive. Through volunteering, through student interactions, through singing with kids, he never abandoned what gave him roots. And as his music career continues to unfold, that foundation gives him balance. If what you've heard here makes you want to see more stories of stars who stay grounded, who keep sight of their roots, then stick around. Subscribe to the channel and let's follow Jamal Roberts and others like him, because stories like his remind us what humility looks like when the spotlight shines.